It reminds me of back when I was running for Michigan State House in 2018, I did a forum that was supposed to be a women's issue forum, right? So like my first
Mhm.
thing I said was there are no issues that are women's issues only. But there was a Republican candidate for the state house who eventually lost in the primary, but he agreed to be part of the forum. My eventual opponent did not. She was a woman, so she chose not to go to that, of course. Very famous for not showing up to things. But so one of the questions was about the Equal Rights Amendment, like the ERA. Should we pass the
Yes.
ERA finally after, a century or whatever? And uh, the answer to that from this Republican man who was, in the primary for the state house was, why do you need the ERA? You have all the rights. Like, why?
Mhm.
Like, why do you need this? Why do we need to go through this process? And the answer is right now, right here. If you don't have an amendment, if you don't have it enshrined in the Constitution, then your rights are at the whim of who's ever in office.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on right now. That's what's going on. If we track back to the Roe decision and all of that can, track back to Trump being in office, can track back to previous, uh, uh, opportunities that the Republicans had to not allow Obama to select Supreme Court
Yep.
justices, and that's how we got here. So we're at the whim of, sadly, a lot of men in
Yes.
office and what they feel like it should be our rights or not when they're not enshrined in the Constitution. And it's pretty bullshit for a man to sit up there on that stage literally next to me and say, why do you care if you've got your rights as part of the Constitution? You're pretty good now, and won't you
Yeah.
always be? And here we are on this road. We've already seen, some of our most fundamental rights being eroded and more to come.